Chapter 4. The Shadow on the Stairwell. Nancy wasted no time. Locking her room behind her, she stepped out into the long, carpeted corridor of the Brunswick Hotel's second floor. The grand hallway was quiet, save for the distant muffled sounds of traffic from Main Street and the faint rhythmic ticking of a grandfather clock near the elevators. If she was going to find her locket, she needed to map out who had access to this wing during the breakfast hour. She walked gracefully down the hall, casually keeping her eyes peeled for anything unusual. Near the linen closet, she encountered a young chambermaid stacking crisp white sheets onto a cart. "Good morning," Nancy said warmly, striking up an easy, unthreatening conversation. "It's such a beautiful July day outside. I imagine it keeps you quite busy trying to tidy all these rooms before the afternoon arrivals." The girl looked up, wiping her brow with a handkerchief. "Oh, yes, miss, especially with the trains delayed. The hotel is completely packed. I've been rushing from room to room since 6 o'clock this morning." "It must be hard to keep track of everyone coming and going," Nancy noted subtly. "Did you happen to see anyone else wandering down this wing while I was downstairs in the dining room?" The maid paused, her expression turning thoughtful, then slightly uneasy. "Well, now that you mention it, I did think I heard footsteps near your door about a half hour ago. I thought it was the bellhop with the extra towels, but when I looked out into the hall, nobody was there, just a door clicking shut somewhere toward the end of the pavilion." Nancy thanked her politely and walked toward the end of the corridor, where a heavy, fireproof door marked the entrance to the back service stairwell. Pushing it open slightly, she peered into the concrete stairwell. It was dimly lit and chilled by a draft coming from the basement. Suddenly, a sharp creak echoed from a flight below. Nancy slipped through the door, her soft-soled shoes making no sound as she peered over the iron banister. Slipping quietly down the stairs was a tall, cloaked figure wearing a dark fedora pulled low over their face. The person was moving with frantic, guarded haste, carrying a small, dark velvet pouch tucked tightly under one arm. "Stop right there," Nancy called out, her voice ringing clearly through the concrete stairwell. The figure stiffened for a fraction of a second, then bolted down the steps. Nancy sprang into action, her Titian hair flying as she raced down the winding staircase after the intruder. She could hear the heavy, frantic thud of the thief's boots echoing off the walls. Reaching the ground floor landing, Nancy burst through the exit door just in time to see a shadow vanish around a sharp corner of the hotel's administrative wing. Nancy hurried down the plushly carpeted hallway, but the corridor was completely empty. The only door in the immediate vicinity was a massive, frosted glass door bearing the gold leaf lettering, "Office of the General Manager." Nancy stopped, her heart hammering. She approached the door and listened intently, but only a heavy, tense silence came from within. The shadow had completely vanished, leaving Nancy with a chilling realization. The thief wasn't just hiding within the hotel, they were operating from its very inner sanctum.